Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you don't already know, my name's Carmen. I'm a six-figure copywriter that's driven millions of dollars in results for my clients. I've also worked with some of the biggest brands in the world. And in today's video, I'll be writing social media copy from scratch to give you some inspiration and ideas. And if you want to take your writing skills to the next level, go into the description and check out my free and paid copywriting courses. Some of them include coaching and mentorship from yours truly. It's going to be a great way to level up your skills and earn a living copywriting if you want to be a freelancer. But without further ado, I put together 4 different prompts here, and I'll be writing social media copy from scratch. And why I did these 4 different ones is that it'll be more relatable to you, no matter if you're doing an online service, a physical service, e-commerce and physical products, or if you're a freelancer. So you'll be able to relate it to your own product or service, or maybe what you do for clients or for work. And now the first one here is digital marketing services, and essentially the goal of this post is that they want to share a new article that they have on their website. And this, of course, will be really, really common, whether you're doing it for yourself or for clients. When you do have a new piece of content on your blog or anywhere, in fact, you do have to promote it to get the most traffic and engagement. You can't just publish it here on YouTube or your blog and just hope people find it. Even if you have a good, subscriber base or followers, you do have to actually distribute it to get the most eyes on that. And so, for example, we'll actually just pretend with this that the blog post maybe is a guide to choosing the right digital marketing agency. Well, imagine that's kind of the blog post. And with social media copy, typically I'm going to follow some kind of formula like ADA or PAS. So either attention, interest, desire, action, or problem, agitate, solve. Those are formulas that I use all the time. Before, after, bridge is another really powerful one. And so we'll actually go with before, after, bridge. So in that case, we want to imagine what it would be like before hiring a digital marketing agency. So we can even ask a question. Are you tired of doing all of your marketing by yourself? Don't have enough time to prospect and find new customers? You're not alone. That's what happens when you try to wear all of the hats and do marketing yourself. Our clients have seen results like 500,000 increase in revenue, and we'll just say 10x return on ad spend. And that's just scratching the surface. If you want to hire a digital marketing agency to do the heavy lifting, read our latest blog post and what you need to know beforehand. And then we put essentially the URL in here, and then we would need some hashtags related to that. So probably like digital marketing, even business, or if it was a local digital marketing agency, like I'll show you in the dental clinic one ahead, we could even put like the local area. Let's just say Chicago. They're an agency that operates out of there. This is a quick first draft, but let's look at it. So a local, are you tired of doing all of the marketing by yourself? Don't have enough time to prospect and find new customers? So we're essentially just hitting a pain point and asking something that they would relate to in this. And it'll get their attention and thinking, yeah, you know what, I am tired of doing all my marketing and advertising, and I'm better off doing operations and things like that. Well, you're not alone. That's what happens when you try to wear all of the hats and do marketing by yourself. This is also something that will be relatable to a lot of small business owners where they're trying to do everything in the business. They're doing marketing, accounting, ops, and there's not enough time in the day to do everything. So something's going to suffer. And if you've been in that position, you know that. Our clients have seen results like 500,000 increase in revenue and 10x return on ad spend. This is just a quick little kind of proof of concept that builds social proof and authority and credibility. So we're not just some random agency that just started or doesn't have results. We actually know what we're talking about, and we can kind of just slip that social proof and authority in to actually get people more interested in reading our content and engaging with us. And, more than likely an actual blog post like this would have a call to action to schedule a consultation for that agency. So it's going to increase the conversion rate of those consultations happening. And that's just scratching the surface. If you want to hire a digital marketing agency to do the heavy lifting, read our latest blog post on what you need to know beforehand. We could even just probably scratch that out. And then we put the URL. And then depending on the platform, you need some hashtags to increase your reach and engagement. Typically, you want to do a blend of competitive and non-competitive ones, just so, just in case you can be seen for those really competitive ones, that's awesome. But in case you don't, you still have the less competitive ones to give you a better chance of increased visibility. And like I mentioned, if it's a local business, local service provider, you can usually put in the city too. That's not a bad idea, but something that's relatable to the post itself and the content you're linking to. But just one way you could do it. Once again, we could use different formulas and templates. And depending on the platform with social media, you may want to keep it shorter, you may want to keep it longer. This is probably just as long as I would go for sharing a blog post. Technically, you could even just do 2-3 sentences and that's it, because the content itself is what's important and what will speak for itself. But something like LinkedIn, you could write a lot more. Twitter, of course, is shorter, and you'd want to just have a sentence or two on there and keep it very conversational. But just a nice example of what we can do for that. Now the next one, so a dental practice wants followers to book a consultation. This also could probably be a little bit shorter or roughly the same length as the first, but we'll use a different formula for this one. So we'll actually do attention, interest, desire, action. So we're doing ADA. We're doing this one. You can look that up on my blog. I have an entire blog post on that. And I believe I have a video on it too if you want to search on my channel. But essentially attention. So we need something that's going to hook them in. And something I love doing is using statistics and data. So I would go and research an actual piece of data. So let me go find that. So look at this. So only 35% of working age American adults visit the dentist annually. So that's a really good piece of data we could actually put in here. So we'll just put 35% of adults. Did you know that only 35% of adults go to the dentist? We'll just put that. We don't have to say annually. We'll make it sound a little bit more dramatic. Go to the dentist. Don't be one of them. We could even say don't be another statistic. Don't be another one. Don't be another statistic. We'll say don't be another, just to make it simpler and easier to read. You have to remember that the average reading level is about 7th grade. So depending on your audience, if you overcomplicate it, put in big words, technical jargon, it can actually just, make a lesser reading experience, and they'll be less likely to actually engage with it and convert. So if you can simplify it, that's really, really good. Did you know that 35% of adults go to the dentist? Don't be another one. Skipping out on the dentist can lead to nasty cavities and dental problems that cost thousands in the long run. Save your teeth and pocket the pain and schedule a free consultation with our team of dental experts, we could say. We'll probably change that. Also, something like copywriting too, I wanted to mention, and I actually say it all the time, try to get in the habit of just writing really fast, because then you get out a lot more emotional copy and ideas and you're creative. But when you're kind of like writing and then you stop and then you write some more, you end up being too logical and analytical about it, and you just hit writer's block, and it really slows it down. Just write as fast as possible, get really creative, good copy on the page, and then edit it after. You'll even see with me, with Grammarly, technically, I'll write, I'll get some, spelling mistakes, whatever, and then I just keep going. And then after, I'll go and edit. So, try to get in the habit of doing that. It's really good. Save your teeth and pocket the pain, and schedule a free consultation with our team of dental experts. We have 50 plus years of combined experience giving the local Toronto area healthier and whiter smiles. So then we'll just put an example website, book dental consultation dentist. Yeah, so let's get a emoji in here. Oh, no, that is not what we want to do. And now emojis are good to add a bit more extra character and to blend it into social media itself because, of course, we use emojis to actually communicate in a way and add more emphasis to certain things we're saying and to make it more entertaining and interesting. Depending on, your crowd and your target audience, maybe you're going to skip out on using emojis. If it's a younger crowd or more casual copy, you might use more. And like anything with copywriting, test it. Test writing copy on the different platforms with lots of emojis and character, see how people engage with it, and if they like it, test it without, and then you'll have a lot of data to actually tell you exactly what works. But just for example, we can throw in some emojis here that are good and kind of match this. And then let's see, do we have is there a tooth emoji? Nice, perfect. Can actually do the brush as well. We'll do that together. We'll do it like right there. So let's go over this. Did you know that 35% of adults go to the dentist? So once again, that's getting some attention with a cool piece of data. Interest. So we're essentially making it relate to them and about them. So we're saying, don't be another one. We're addressing them. Skipping out on the dentist can lead to nasty cavities and dental problems that cost thousands in the long term. So it's also some sense of urgency in hitting a pain point because we're creating that interest and desire by telling them, if you don't do this and you miss out, it can be really physically and financially a problem. Save your teeth and pocket the pain. So kind of a cute little pun there. And schedule a free consultation with our team of dental experts. So that is a call to action. We're telling them what to do. Something you'll see all the time is social media copy and other material doesn't have a call to action. And then you're missing out on engagement and conversion because you're not telling the user what to do. And then just a bit of social proof and credibility here. We have 50 years of combined experience giving the local Toronto area healthier and whiter smiles. Don't wait any longer. So some scarcity and urgency there. And once again, a call to action, schedule your visit here. And then we have that link and then some related hashtags. And of course, once again, it's a local business. We want to mix in some of those to get people actually in that area. And if there were specific neighborhoods we operated in, we could even incorporate that into our hashtags. And for example, I could put in Richmond Hill because that's an area within Toronto. And then moving on to the third one, now we have something that's a physical product, it's e-commerce, and that is a men's clothing retailer doing a 50% sale. And this is probably going to be pretty short and sweet. If you look at a lot of bigger e-commerce stores and shops that do sales, typically they'll have like a really nice creative and then just probably 1 or 2 lines max sending traffic to that offer. So we're doing men's clothing. So let's say we can just go like this. Normal text. Okay, so just something really quick. So with something like this, once again, we're gonna have like a nice graphic in here that'll probably do most of the talking. And we don't really want to have too much copy just because the 50% offer and the sale and the discount speaks enough volume on its own. That's all people need to know really to click through. So we say, don't miss out on our 50% sale on all men's clothing. Could even say everything must go. Level up your style with new shoes, shirts, jackets, and more, so providing more of a benefit. Not only are you saving money, you're also going to be increasing your style, self-esteem, confidence with new clothing. We could probably even say, like, save huge and level up your style. Sale only lasts until May 22nd, so we'll just pretend that's within 1 or 2 days of the post. Get it while it lasts. This is a little tacky almost. Could even just remove that completely. We do have a little bit of a call to action here. We got the URL and then related hashtags. I think that's actually pretty good. With a nice creative, that's really all we need. And then let's go on to the last post here. This is an organic LinkedIn style post. If you ever followed influencers and big people or even anyone really on LinkedIn specifically, you'll notice this style of organic post where they're not linking to their website or a blog post or anything like that. They're actually just making the kind of content itself just within an organic post inside of LinkedIn. And with this one, what I was thinking is we'll pretend we're an SEO freelancer, which is someone that does search engine optimization. And they're going to be sharing their thoughts on SEO mistakes and why local businesses need it as a marketing channel. And then it'll also funnel into a call to action to their website. Okay, so what I'm going to do, first client, second client, could even say first business. We'll just say first client. Okay, so I'm doing a little bit of a cool style of post that you see every now and then, and I've even done it in some of my blog content where you essentially paint a picture of someone that does something and someone that doesn't. So you want to relate it to what you're talking about and the product and service. And in this case, I'm pretty much bringing up an imaginary scenario where there's the first client, doesn't care about SEO, relies on referrals, and doesn't take marketing into their own hands, and they wonder why the results aren't consistent. Second client, publishes content, has a great Google listing, builds backlinks, and has a technically optimized website, has more business than they know what to do with. See the difference between these two scenarios? I see it all the time. Businesses think, oh, I don't need SEO, I get enough business from word of mouth. I can actually delete that right there. Then they wonder why they aren't growing and are constantly up and down. Then there's you, the smart operator that knows they need to publish content, build links, and optimize for search engines. Okay, so let's go through this. Once again, so we have that kind of painting the picture of a client that doesn't do SEO, the client that does do SEO, and as someone reading that, if you don't do SEO, you're going to really relate to relying on referrals in this kind of situation, and you're going to think that maybe I should actually invest in this, because then you see, okay, if I do publish content, build links, and so on, I'm going to have a ton of business. And then I go on to say, then there's you, the smart operator knows that they need to publish content, build links, and optimize for search engines. Those business owners are rewarded with customers calling them every day, authority, and beating the competition organically. Want to finally create an SEO plan for your business and take over the local search results? Download my local free SEO cheat sheet at that URL. And then we have a few SEO related hashtags here. And once again, if it was a local business, local freelancer, we could put in the city there. But really typically for Facebook, LinkedIn, you only need about 3 or 4. Instagram, you can get away with quite a bit, like a dozen to 20. Some people max it out and put 30. But once again, some local related hashtags. And with this, the idea is that the person's actually funneling the organic traffic and visibility to a landing page on their website where someone can get a local SEO cheat sheet. So they would enter their email, they would get the cheat sheet, and then that SEO professional now has a list of people that are interested in SEO, and they can start emailing and calling these people, trying to get a consultation or pitch them their SEO services. But those essentially are some examples of how you can be doing social media copy. I wanted to do a blend of different industries and offers, so hopefully you can relate it to what you're doing. I hope you pulled value from it. Let me know in the comments if there's some other kind of video or content you want me to publish and make here on YouTube or my blog or another channel. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.